Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JLeesCorner, and this is girl. This is another review. Okay, let's just get it started. If you have not done so already, please come on to subscribe to my channel and become a whole JayBird. Dun 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 dun. It's late, y'all. I'm tired. Do not forget and all the goodness. Okay, do not forget to also like this video, to hit the notification bell, to share the video, hit the little share button, and to comment in the comment section below. You can also shop my Teespring merchandise. The link to that is in the description box below. Follow me on IG or Twitter, and my Twitter and IG name is above my head. Okay, let's just get started. This episode, we have been talking about the whole Joseline and Toya thing or whatever, so that does happen in this episode. And I'm looking like, girl, it's just too much. We're going to see. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, y'all. And y'all know sometimes it's late. I don't feel like having all these lights on. It's late here. It's dark here. It's the ambiance of it all, okay? Anyway, so we see Jackie and Curtis at home. We know they have bought a whole new house. Even though they wanted to build a house before, they bought this house. And Jackie said they bought it to remodel it. Yes, even though it was the perfect house, she wants to do all kind of work to it or whatever. So they have the architects or designers, people come over to walk through what Jackie and Curtis say what they want to fix. Jackie wants to fix everything. She's like, oh, the front door too small. I want to open it up. The office is too small. I want to open it up. The bedroom is small. I want to open. Everything is too small, and she wants to open everything up. I'm like, girl, then why don't you buy a bigger house? I think it's weird to buy a house that has the rooms that are too small and you want to spend more money to make them bigger. You can find a bigger house, but at the same time, sometimes houses are built and one room is bigger than it needs to be, and it isn't that difficult to take a wall down. But I'm like, she wanted to do a whole lot. But I mean, if she has the money, who are we to argue with her, And when she these gold fixtures, I don't like these gold fixtures. Curtis said he liked gold fixtures. She say, well, we don't like gold fixtures, meaning I'm paying for this stuff, so leave me be. Jackie, okay? And a happy wife, a happy life. You're like, who came up with that? I think it was Jesus. Anyway, so the one part that I think was a great idea was, she's like, for our closets, I want, like a wall, to separate mine from his. I feel like in a house that big, y'all should have his and her, y'all should have 2 separate closets. You should have a whole room, Jackie, that's the closet. I just think that's what happened or whatever. But, they asked her, what's the budget? And Jackie said, there is no budget. And Curtis said, no, there is a budget. I mean, again, but Jackie paying for it, I mean, it's money out of her pocket. So, Contessa's home, visiting with the kids and the husband and everything, from school. And so they have a picnic out in the park. Now, at first, it's just Contessa and the kids, the 3 kids. Scott's on his way. And, she's talking to the oldest daughter while the 2 younger kids are, playing or whatever. And then she asks, we don't hang out as much as we used to. Do you miss that? She's like, well, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I miss you because you're always in Nashville. Now, people are torn on this thing of, is she wrong for leaving and going to school with having kids? Or, should she be able to leave and go do whatever though she had kids? Look, I feel like she can do what she wants to do, but when you do what you want to do, if it affects your household, that's just a consequence of you doing what you want to do. There's nothing wrong with her going to get more education. Nothing at all. At the same time, if your kids are unhappy, if your husband's unhappy, that's just it goes along with it or whatever. So her daughter is like, we just miss you we just miss you with you being gone or whatever. Her daughter brings up, she asked the daughter, like, are you ever feel stressed? And she's like, well, yeah, at times I do, but I don't. The daughter did not really know why she felt stressed with her mom being gone. She misses her mom. I'm 30, in my 30s. If my mom left for a year, I would miss her too. I'd be pissed off to the highest point of pissivity. Okay, I would FaceTime her every single day. I do that now. She lives in my same, in the same state. But she's a kid. It's a catch-22. You know what I'm saying? You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. So Contessa brings up how, I feel like, my kids need better emotional support, and I don't think Scott does a good job of that. You know what I'm saying? She brings up how she is very emotional with the children. She's very emotional. She's very loving. So she gives affection like moms do. Scott doesn't do that because Scott's a dad. Sometimes dads are just different or whatever. But she says, I just wish he could do better. If you know that ain't what he do, then you can't be expecting him to do. Scott can't be their mama. Scott can be their daddy. And I think that's something that Contessa's going to have to accept. That you do things your way because you're a mom. And sometimes dads just do things their way because they're dad. And they can try to, be mom a little bit. But Scott would never be able to give them kids the love and affection as their mother that you give them. Because, he's not their mom, he's their dad. So it is what it is. So, Scott can tell whatever. And then I'll sit down, and then Contessa asked the other two kids, like, you know what I'm saying? How do you feel about mommy being in school? And the son says, it makes me sad because we just miss you. And so does the youngest daughter, too. You know what I'm saying? And then the oldest daughter says, but we don't want to put any pressure on you. And then the son then says, yeah, because mommy, she's done 1 year of school, but she going to have a whole another year. Contessa's then surprised that the son knows her schedule, that she's not going for this 1 year. She's going to have to go back another year. And then, the youngest daughter brings up, yeah, mom, because sometimes I forget about you, and I'm not lying. I'm like, oh, but again, when you leave your kids, this is sometimes, even though you're leaving them for the best of reasons, that does not mean it won't affect them. It does not mean that even though you're leaving for the betterment of them, they will still miss you, okay? So in the confessional, Scott and Contessa talk whatever. I can't believe you talked to him about my schedule. He said, I really didn't. He like, but our son, he knows what's going on, so he's kind of figured it out. I'm like, your kids ain't two. The two older kids, the oldest girl, the older boy, seem to me like they should be intelligent enough to know mommy's going away for 2 years because that's what school is. Yeah, she finished 1 year, but she has one more year left to go. And so I'm looking like, I don't think he said like mama gonna be gone forever. But I digress. She brings up how I'm ride or die. Like, I'm ride or die, but you not ride or die. He like, I am. No, I am ride or die. He like, but however, I'm just not into the habit of this disrupting, my life and our kids' life based on one decision or whatever. Well, our kids are resilient is what she said. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. Heavenly and Dr. Jackie and Dr. Heavenly was on Watch What Happened Live, and where Jackie felt like, she understands, she thinks education is great. Whereas Heavenly said, if my kids had an issue with me being gone and did not want me to go, I would not have went. I don't agree with not going because the kids don't want you to go. I think figure out if it's something you can do at home just so that it does not disrupt your children's lives so bad. And people leave for long periods of time and with their children or whatever. It's what works better for your family. You know what I'm saying? So only Contessa and Scott can figure it out, and I feel like it's already kind of breaking them apart. But I digress. So we do see later that Contessa talks to the oldest daughter again after Scott takes the son and the other daughter, to like soccer practice or whatever. And the daughter brings up, oh yeah, I was at a basketball game at the plant or whatever, and some little boy, threw a basketball or whatever. He missed me. He missed me, mom. He really did. But I tossed it back at his face. Okay, boom. To the face. And she's like, you can't do that. That's not nice or whatever. He just gets on my nerve. He makes me so angry. You know what I'm saying? And she then brings up how when she gets angry, that she goes in the basement and that she pictures her enemy or whoever she's angry at as the wall, and she punches the wall. I said, okay, she needs therapy. Not that it's a bad thing, but that's showing that she has anger issues and she is trying to release her anger issues by punching things and punching people and reacting. So it's a thing to where get her some counseling just so that she can talk through whatever anger issues that she may have based on this life. We have to realize that some kids need help expressing themselves, and there's nothing wrong with getting them in therapy when they let you know. Like, sometimes I get mad. When I get mad, I just want to punch the wall because it's my enemy, just to get out that aggression. I think that's good that her daughter felt comfortable enough to even share that with her mom. Because some kids wouldn't say nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? And Contessa bring up how, you know what? We're gonna get you some. We're gonna get this. Okay, we're going to figure out things to get you, better equipped to handle your emotions or whatever. And Contessa then says she realized, her being gone, the house has kind of just fell apart. I don't think the house fell apart. I feel like the kids are missing their mom and they're angry because mom left. And even though they know why mom left, they still may not fully understand it. Okay, and again, your actions have consequences, good or bad. So, next up, Toya's friend, not Toya, Simone's friend, Buffy, has an end of the year tax party every year. So it probably happens at the tax day. So after, February, April 11th. Was it 11th or the 15th? I can't remember. No, the 15th. Girl, the 11th is my birthday. So she has a party every year, and this year's party theme is you can't have an outfit that costs more than $500. Now, the fact that these women was acting like that was a cheap amount of money is crazy to me. It kind of also shows that people don't get fashion doesn't count by how much an outfit costs. Fashion is fashion based by how the outfit looks. Okay? And y'all have seen my outfits. I've never had an outfit that costs oh, I think the most expensive outfit I probably ever wore, it probably was like $500 from head to toe. It's easy. It's really, really easy. You don't have to wear these name brand labels to look good. And I feel like their outfit showed that because they were so concerned with, oh my God, how can I get an outfit that's cheap? They don't know how to shop. They don't know fashion. All they know is labels. And knowing labels and having good fashion does not always go hand in hand. Anyway, so we see, well, I'll show the outfits first because, because Buffy's outfit is here too. So, the outfit. So that is Heavenly. So Heavenly's outfit was $185. It was just a dress. I gotta put some. My skin is itchy because I need some lotion. So Heavenly's outfit was $185. It was a simple dress, but I feel like you could have got a better dress for cheaper. The dress is ugly. It's a pretty green color, but it's an ugly dress, and I don't like when Heavenly brings up how because she's a thicker girl, how sometimes clothes. No, baby, I'm bigger than you, and I can find plenty of things that looks amazing for under $500. Okay, I can get a dress. I can get a Michael Kors bag, a dress, and some shoes, and look amazing for a 500 or less. Okay, girl, I need to be a stylist. Jackie outfit, I just didn't like it. I didn't. It was cute, but I felt like it didn't fit her the right way. So I didn't like it. It was just something I don't like. We see Simone next to her. That's a better full shot picture of Simone. But again, Jackie's outfit was $93. Not bad, but I just wish it would have fit her a little bit better. Mariah, $463, mainly because her shoes was the most expensive. She had on a suit jacket, so a suit jacket dress. It was simple. Her shoes, she tried to put her shoes in euro of $300 euro, whatever. No, she said two something euro, which is like three something in American dollars. So her outfit was $463. And I don't like her stockings. I think it's just weird. They say Quad looked the most expensive. I mean, she looks alienish. That's an alien type dress to me. If you're going like a space age party, it's a cute dress, but it's white and your titties is out. But it looks expensive. It's a good 212 is a good amount for that dress, but it's still, it's a simple dress. Okay. Again, that was Simone for $150. I think her shoes was maybe the most expensive. It looks real plain Jane, but it's so cute. It is what it is. Toya. I did not like Toya's outfit, even though her outfit was the most expensive. Um, I think maybe her top was one of her items was more like I know her shoes was like maybe $100 or whatever, but she looked the least expensive based on how much she paid. She did not look girl anyway, and that's Buffy, whose party it was, and Buffy's dress was $120, and it's fine. It looked like a housewife dress, and it was fine. Okay, so. I'm like, girl, get it together. Anyway, so those were all the looks. I just want to get that out the way. So we do see Quad and Who's Quad in the car with? Was she in the car with Simone, with Heavenly? Girl, I don't know. Quad was in it with Heavenly. And then we seen, Simone was in the car with Jackie. And they were talking or whatever. And just about each other. Quad said how I met with Simone, and Simone tried to just move on or whatever, move on from our issues, but I need an apology. Whereas Simone telling Jackie that Quad likes to play the victim and she won't own anything she's ever done to anyone in the group. I agree. I agree wholeheartedly with Simone. Quad is a consistent victim of every situation she's ever in. She's never guilty of anything. It's always a reason as to why someone did something to her, and she's always looking for someone to say sorry to her, and we're tired of it. Again, I don't know why Quad is on this season, but I digress. She also brings up Simone, does how she's like, I'm done apologizing to Quad, because Quad feel like, oh, if Simone say sorry, we'll be good. And Simone like, I'm not gonna keep apologizing to her for old shit. I would not either, okay? And so they get to Buffy's house. Now, Buffy, I feel like someone don't like her because I feel like they should tell her to get a better makeup person. So this is Buffy close up, okay? And I feel like the picture of her with the ponytail is a bad look, okay? She looks bald and like somebody stuck just a random ponytail on her head. I don't like it. It's a girl. I don't know. Now the picture of her with her hair down, I'm like, that looks better. But this ponytail look with this clownish makeup, I'm like, somebody don't like her and they didn't warn her about how the makeup looks on camera. Because I'm like, no, because she looked better in every single other photo I saw her in this episode. So again, someone don't like Buffy and they told her to girl, clown-ish. But anyway, that's Buffy. She's a new addition to the cast. And she's married to a psychiatrist. Anyway, so again, at Buffy's house, Buffy has a house manager, meaning she just has somebody who literally runs the staff at her house. I think it's great. If you are rich and have a mansion, you have people who cook and clean and guard and all that stuff, you could have a house manager to just make sure that everything is done right. I'm telling you now, if I was rich, I would have one as well. Now, she wouldn't live in my house. Would not like if I was rich or wealthy, okay, I would have a maid, I would also have a chef, and I would have a house person but they will all come over first. They will come over first thing in the morning. Like you, if I get up at 10, I would like you to be there at 9 to make sure that I have breakfast. I'm saying, and the cleaning person can come at like 2. You know what I'm saying? Come at like 2. Be there from like 2 to 7 to clean up everything. I don't need anyone living in my house. But her person lives in the house, okay? And Jackie like, oh, I need one of those. Jackie, you don't, okay? No. Don't do that. Girl, I don't know. I don't think that's your house. Not even really all the way built out yet, Jackie. So leave that be. And again, Buffy is Simone's friend, okay? And was that it? Yeah, so we then see Quad get there and Quad and Simone speak or whatever. They have a quick conversation, but again, it's more like Quad came up nice. And so I'm like, I wish you had the same energy when we met up at dinner. Well, with Simone, I was, I need to talk to you, and I felt hurt. Oh, here we put the bullshit of it all. And so I'm like, you know what? Okay, we can continue this. They both want to get to a better space, but Quad keeps playing victim, and Simone is tired of it. And again, Quad can't act like she didn't come into that meeting on 20. She was putting 20 on 40, 50, and 60, if you ask me. And no one has time for that, Quad. I feel like Quad needs beef with the ladies because Quad don't have any husband issues. You know what I'm saying? Quad, so she needs to have something going on with the girls. And I think that's what she tried to do this whole episode or whatever. So they'll work things out, as we see. So all the ladies kind of gather outside, okay? And it's a nice little party and everything. And then, they bring out the house manager and Heavenly say, you have her on your husband? Really? And she said, yes, I do. But me and my husband, we do everything we want to do, whatever. I keep him well satisfied or whatever. He don't have time to worry about anybody else. And I'm like, girl, will not be me. And then Joseline walks up, okay? And Joseline Hernandez, so y'all know, I'm like I said before, I don't know why she's on the show. They didn't really tell us much about why she was here, but now we see she is friends with Buffy because Buffy owns a multitude of tax shops, a girl tax offices or whatever. So she said Jocelyn was first her client. They became friends, and Jocelyn is a great person. Deep down inside, she's a great person. Way down in the jungle deep, I'm guessing. Anyway, so Heavenly then say, "Do you have her around your husband too?" And then they laugh out or whatever. No, she's like my sister. Like we are this. We're like she's a friend, girl. If you say so. So at first, I'm like, who the hell gave Jocelyn a mic? Why is she mic? But I realized she isn't mic because you can't really, like, you can hear her, but you can hear her based on the other women being mic. I'm like, okay, so at least I know she wasn't really mic'd like, anybody else or whatever. So, she walk around or whatever. You can then see that Jocelyn out here managing all the business that does not pay her, okay? And Simone then asks Jocelyn, tell Jackie about how you had the baby, like natural childbirth. And I'm looking like, she said that as if Jackie don't deliver babies. It was weird. It was weird that a doctor told a person who had a baby to tell another doctor who delivered babies how it was having a baby natural. I'm looking like, well, Jackie should know. I'm pretty sure Jackie has delivered at least a baby with the woman who did not want an epidural. I'm like, it was on TV. Anyway, she's like, "Oh yeah, it was crazy, whatever. I didn't have an epidural or whatever, and I take care of my daughter now. I take her to school. I do. She says she's a mother, is what I take her to school. I put her clothes on, whatever. I wash her feet, all that little good stuff. And then Toya then says, "Oh yeah, that's great. She said being a mom is a whole job." Toya didn't have no sassiness. Toya wasn't being funny. It was real. It went from something real nice and polite, a conversation amongst women, and Jocelyn became the ghetto hood rat chick or whatever. Well, no, but being a mom is not a job. And then she's like, it's just being a mom. And Toya then said, oh, but being a mom, to me, it's a full-time job. Again, with no shade. And Jocelyn was just like, well, okay, we're gonna let you keep living it up or whatever, not paying taxes. And everybody was like, what did that like? Just why would you start being shady? Because Toya was not being shady. Toya did not even bring up her being a mom. Simone did, and then Johnson brought up how she's being a mom or whatever. But I feel like, it came out of left field. And Heavenly again was on Watch What Happens 5, and Heavenly, I feel like it was a setup because Johnson came in there and went straight for Toya as if she knew who to go for it. And she did the mama Toya saying anything, she had an attitude. Jocelyn did or whatever. So, I'm psyched. Y'all know I don't have time for Jocelyn. Jocelyn should not be on this show. I see that it wasn't planned by producers because again, she wasn't really mic'd. I think if she was mic'd, that would be different. Okay, and we seen her walk over to where they were. So again, it do seem like Buffy or someone set it up. I don't know. Anyway, so Toy didn't bring up, well, yeah, and again, Toy was like, bitch, mom, why you bringing my tax issues or whatever? But she said nicely, I'm saying, well, yeah, me and my husband went through some things or whatever, and what we went through was a blessing and to put us in a better situation, so maybe one day you'll get there too. And I was like, come through, Toya, just meaning, me and my husband. Me and my husband are in a better situation. So hopefully one day you and your husband, if you ever get one, can be there too. Okay? Because Shay, well, whatever, because looking real thrifty. She's like, yes, that's the point of the party, to look thrifty. What are you talking about? Whatever. And you see it's getting crazy. So Mariah and Simone say, well, come on, Toya, let's go to the bathroom. So, they leave or whatever. At the same time, you see Buffy telling Johnson, these my new friends or whatever. This is my house. And you can't do that. I feel like she let it go on long enough. I feel like if Toya and them had not gotten up, it would have just kept going or whatever. Because even when she got up, yeah, let her go to the bathroom. She can change her outfit or whatever. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to try to go. I don't want to be anywhere they are. I'm looking like, Johnson, what? Why? Who, what, when, where, and how is this happening on Married to Medicine and in the bathroom or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Toya, like, I can't believe, like, what is going on? What is this? What is this? Is not Love and Hip Hop. What the fuck is what is going on? Anyway, Toya is in the bathroom, whatever, and like I have no idea why Jocelyn, came at me or whatever. She need to handle that or whatever. Buffy then goes to the bathroom to talk to Toya. I'm so sorry, whatever you said, but I can't, she's my friend or whatever. You were being nice to me, or whatever, but I can't control what another grown person does, and she can't. She can't control Jocelyn, but I also feel like someone put that battery in Jocelyn's back to go at Toya because there was no reason for her to say that to Toya. You know what I'm saying? Because again, Toya didn't say anything out the way, so it was weird. It was really really weird that it went there. I don't know. Anyway, when she bring, I would my friends would never do that to you. Okay, she would never do that. So they didn't go back. Like they showed 4 years ago. Toya and Simone are arguing at some party. I'm not girl. I don't know what that meant, but I think Toya meant I would never have a party and have someone who don't know anyone at the party come at you. I think that's what she meant. Not that, I would never, or my friends would never come to your party and cause beef. I think she meant Jocelyn isn't a cast member, so why would you allow her even over there with us to do that? Is what I took from it or whatever. And so when they finna go out the bathroom, Eugene come knock on the door, okay, and says, why did the ghetto girl just come cuss me out? And they like, what? What happened? Girl, Jocelyn that went up to Eugene, and I think was it Eugene and Cecil? Or either Cecil or was it Curtis? Girl, one of the damn other husbands, and said, Cecil and Curtis, your wife cool, but that other hoe out of cuss was going off on Twitter, calling to your toes or bitches or whatever. And then he said, hey, you don't have to call my wife no, out her name or whatever. Well, fuck you too. And then Jocelyn then went off on him. And I feel like the fact that the cameras didn't catch it, I feel like Buffy set up for it to be something at her house, and the producers didn't let it happen. Because I think the fact that they did not show it happening, it don't mean it. Jocelyn not gonna do shit that ain't on camera. Okay, I feel like she wanted a moment and they would not give her full moment. Girl, bye. And so we then see, Eugene and Toya leave because they were defending. I would have left too because Jocelyn Hernandez cussing me out at a party on Married to Medicine. I'm going home. Be gone, be gone, be gone. So now Toya is just not too keen on being friendly with Buffy. I would not be either. But whatever. So for her 43rd birthday party, 43rd birthday party, Toya decides to have a paint and sip party, whatever. And they'll be painting different minions and stuff like that or whatever. So we do see her call Simone and say, hey, I'm having a paint and sip party. And, I'm going to invite everybody from the circle or whatever. But I'm not inviting Buffy because I don't really know her. So, no, I don't want her there. She specifically told Simone, no, I do not want Buffy at my party, okay? She said it out of her mouth. So, but we did see that Toya invited Carrie from season 1, the only white chick who was on the show, and then she left after the first season or whatever. She said, I want to invite people I've had past issues with. And Carrie then said, oh yeah, because you invited Mariah. Because remember, in season 1, Toya and Mariah got into a whole fight at a party with Doc Girl, a whole knockdown, drag him out. Girl, oh, that was girl, oh. Miss Lucy jumped in it. Anyway, but she even invited Contessa. And so when Contessa get there, they hug it out or whatever. Even though Contessa was being shady on the phone with Quad and Heavenly about how she could not believe that Toya invited her because the last time they talked, there was beefing or whatever. But she get there and they hug it out or whatever. They have like a little conversation where they both say like they don't know what things went wrong. It seems like it's been more of miscommunication and them not, talking to one another about things that kind of made things get worse or whatever. But they both want to move forward and leave the past in the past. I liked when Toya and Contessa got along. I feel like the issue always came up when one or both of them just started fussing. And then they would keep fussing and bring up other old shit or whatever. But I digress. So we then see Simone call Toya and say, I'm about 5 minutes away because I picked up Buffy. And Buffy say, hey, Toya, happy birthday. And I'm looking like, she told you she didn't want Buffy there. And she was like, oh, okay. She did not want that girl, but I digress. It was what it was. But Simone would say she wanted to bring Buffy because she felt like Toya being mad at Buffy was more like a miscommunication thing because, Buffy didn't have nothing to do with Joseline or whatever. But I don't think that's all the way true. So at the party, a little painting stuff, when you get to have a little wine, have a little drink, okay, you paint some stuff or whatever and all that stuff. He had that here too. Toya then announced to everyone, well, I wanted to have a small gathering this year, whatever, because I wanted to share some things that's been going on, and that's why I wanted certain people here. Simone, meaning Simone, I told you I did not want Buffy here, and now you will see why. And so she then tells them how she had a miscarriage, how they were so happy about her being pregnant, and they were so devastated that she lost the baby or whatever, and how none of them would. All of it, well, some of them knew, but some of them did not. But again, she's like, I want to have fun. I want to have laughter. I want to have a good time because, sometimes I drift back into, not being happy and, just being sad. And I don't want to do that. So I want to have a good time here or whatever and have fun. And they all, it's all okay. So it's all light energy and positivity so far. Okay. And then we see the naked man come out. And they about to get paid and Heavenly say, I'm not going to tell Daddy. I'm not going to tell Daddy. And I say, girl, tell Damon, okay? Let Damon know it's naked men in the pictures that you're going to be drawing. And that was the whole episode. It was a good episode. It really, really was. So until next time, y'all, I love you all. Put what time you watch this. What day and time you watch this if you watch the whole thing. Peace.